Good day everyone, today I will discuss the differences between criterion reference and norm reference. But before that, let me define those two terms. First is the criterion reference. It is the interpretation of a test score as a measure of the knowledge, skills, and abilities an individual or group can demonstrate from a clearly defined content or behavior. Well-known examples of criterion reference tests include advanced placement exams and national assessment of educational progress. Another example of criterion reference is the set of guidelines for a thesis, which is used to determine whether your thesis was good or bad. How about norm reference? In norm reference, the results are reported in a way that permits comparison with a well-defined group of other students who have taken the same assessment. Examples of norm reference tests include the SAT, IQ test, and tests that are graded on a curve. Anytime a test offers a percentile rank, it is a norm reference test. Now let's go to the differences among those two terms. On the basis of performance, in criterion reference, each student is independently assessed, while in norm reference, judged on the basis of other students' performance. On the basis of objective, criterion reference main objective is to help students learn without getting questioned about grades, while norm reference main objective is to assess a student's performance with other students. The basis of criterion reference have fixed criteria for assessment, while norm reference criteria changes with outcomes. Now let's go to the results. Criterion reference results can be derived quickly, while norm reference takes little time to derive results. Lastly, on the basis of required conditions. In criterion reference, the content domain that is being referenced must be clearly defined, while in norm reference, to whom students' scores are being compared must be clearly understood and the norm group must be well defined. Now let's identify whether the following evaluation are criterion reference or norm reference. First is the preliminary evaluation. Since preliminary evaluation measures the pre-existing knowledge, determine needs, and identify skills and abilities of students without comparing to the achievement of other test takers, so it is under a criterion reference. Is diagnostic evaluation. Diagnostic evaluation is also from criterion reference because it is pre-assessment not recorded given by the teacher to identify the student's strengths, weaknesses, knowledge, and skills before the instruction. Third is the formative evaluation. Since formative evaluation aim is to provide both students and instructor with an indicator of where their level of understanding is at the current moment, then it is a criterion reference. However, it becomes norm reference when the judgment is compared to previous outcomes or if the scores are ranked among the other test takers. Lastly is the summative evaluation. Summative evaluation is under norm reference because it is the general assessment of the entire curriculum to know how well their students have mastered the program curriculum. If the tests have a distinct domain, then criterion reference can be attainable. In conclusion, after going through the characteristics and differences between norm reference and criterion reference, I therefore conclude the following things. First of all, both are suitable for different tasks. Secondly, both have their own criteria of judgment. And lastly, they follow different norms and values.